Hello everybody, welcome back to Far From Alone. So you find me here wandering around the hangar looking for things to do, and first thing I need to do is to get some energy. So yeah, one thing that I've been really struggling with is magnesium, and we need magnesium to make weapons, or more correctly ammo for the weapons. And something I haven't been doing for a little while, I haven't been very successful at capturing stuff. So normally we're getting what little ammo we've had by capturing things. And that hasn't really gone so well lately, has it? So let me give you a quick overview. We are pretty much where I left off last time. The only difference is I have finished off the bull turret on the front, and I've done the same thing, copied that over onto the other side. So we do now have bull turrets. I have blueprinted them, and we have got welders, and we have got a mayday somewhere nearby that just flashed up and I missed it. So we got rid of all the Gatling turrets, including this one here, which, as you can see, apparently took some damage. Something else I want to try and do today is this drone, which I invested a lot of time into, is utterly useless because I can't put thruster components in the thrusters. So I want to try converting this into hydrogen. Yes, hydrogen is, let's just say, a problem. The other thing I have discovered in testing is, you notice I've put this small grid converter at the back here. And I wanted to sort of hide everything that I could on here, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work because you can't put, where are we, that move controller that recognizes things on the grid, and obviously this is not the grid that we want to control. So the move controller and the, where are we, the offensive controller have to be on the grid itself. I think that's right. Yes. Yeah, they have to be on the grid that it needs to control and not on a subgrid. So we need to address that. So that's something I hope to do today. Meanwhile, we've got a Reaver Butcher coming in. Great. I want to try and get rid of him because I'd really like to go and see what this mayday is. Let me see if we can figure out how to change his mind. Let's wait for that to settle. He's going up there. So we want to fire it a fair way away from him. Somewhere over there, maybe. He is going at an oblique angle to us, but he could still be a nuisance. Hopefully that's close enough. Let's stand over here and see if he takes the bait. Oh, can't see if I switch that off. I think any movement within about 5 kilometers he should detect, so hopefully that's far enough away that he can't just shoot it down as it passes. You going to take the bait? That's it. So he's wandering off now. Right, I need to identify exactly where this mayday is, so you'll have to give me a few moments. Sure, it's over this side somewhere. In fact, let's Let's go into our nice oxygenated bridge. The gravity gen is off at the moment, unfortunately. Oop, up there. Interesting. Okay, let's start drifting that way. I don't have much thrust on this side. We really need some thruster components to get those thrusters repaired, so we're down to essentially hydrogen on the left. There you are. Okay, so let's come to a halt there. Not sure of the distance, but still a fair way away, I think. This kind of looks a bit like a mess, doesn't it? Okay, so we're 2.5 kilometers away. That's pretty good, actually. Is that you up there? That's you up there, isn't it? Okay, so let's go up a little bit. Just want to inch my way a little bit closer without getting too close. That gives me my range. So my alert system is set to detect weapons, so the fact that my alert system is flashing and we're within 2.5 kilometers means that it does have weapons. And the Reaver Butcher is back. Wonderful. The dampener's on there. Oh. They are determined not to let me get things, aren't they? I think we might have to try and get rid of him. He's closing in fast. He's still quite far away at the moment, so I don't want to launch a decoy just yet. Just going to wait here, see what sort of an angle he's going at. Although looking at it, he's going to end up above me, which is not ideal. That antenna does not look built to me. Let's just check. Where are we? CC. No. Got some detector components, thrusters, batteries. Is there anything missing? Don't think there's anything missing. Okay, let's bring you back in. There we go. Works better with an antenna. Alright, he is definitely going upwards. So I think if I fire it kind of at him, by the time it gets there, he should be far enough away. Maybe. Let's try. What, over there perhaps? Difficult to know where the best place is. we'll try there. Okay, so I think we've got rid of him, at least for now. Oops, letting all my air out. Right, let's... what should we do? Let's go... I think I'll put a GPS here, just so that we can find our way back. Let's go and have a look at this thing, but I think ultimately, obviously, we're going to have to bring Little Ship over. Go around the sunny side, shall we? What guns have you got? Okay, you've definitely got something on the back. That sounds like an interior turret there. Okay, so you're... oh, two interior turrets there on the front. No, one on the side as well, but look at it. Okay, so I see 4 what I think are interior turrets. 1 on each wing, 2 on the front. And then I think there's a gat on the back here somewhere. Yeah, that's a gat there. Okay. So I don't see any blind spots. If there's 1 on each sort of wing, and then... no, now we've got a hostile signal. Ooh. Okay. That's not good. Hope it's not going to be launching drones at me. Although, actually, that said... drones might contain ammo, mightn't they? Alright, let's make sure all our guns are on and active, just in case. And, yeah, I'll go and have a nosy. I just wanted to check this sensor as well. Let's have actions, main hangar doors, yeah. I wasn't sure after I'd done it whether I'd actually set drone doors on there. What was I going to do? We want turret controllers. So, where are we? AI enable is on. Turrets are on. Oh heck. Oh no, that's a Havelock. Okay, we maybe won't be taking this one out then. Can't see a thing. And the butcher is back as well. Well, there's going to be no hanging around for the Havelock, I'm afraid. Gosh, they are big ships, aren't they? I have a nasty feeling he's in range as well. Might have to keep an eye open for incoming fire here. Okay, that is quite noisy, isn't it? Just going to try and get to my other bridge. Something's banging around a lot. Yeah, he is very close. Well, that changed our plans a bit, didn't it? And behind us... Now, these guns don't actually have enough range. Yeah, he's locked on fast, isn't he? Gosh, that's noisy. What have we got in what they call Sabo? Sabo? We've got 6 in the railgun apparently. We've got 12 spare shots. I think it's probably going to take more than 12. Can we make some more? Well, I'll make another 20, see what happens. He is actually just out of range of my railgun as well, and if I close the range, then he's also going to open fire on us. So let me get rid of that GPS. We've only got one jump drive, and he's going to follow on a jump. And he's got more than one jump drive. So... what have we got gold-wise? 324. I don't think that's going to be enough. Nope. He's doing his scare tactics. These ships that lock onto you are a real nuisance. So I think what I'll do, because that welder should be on anyway, yeah, I'm going to put in what we've got. Oh, let's get rid of that first. Put that in here, and then that should weld up what we can. So we are halfway there. So it's used all those up. We've got some thruster components for decoys, but I need another 500. And 100 takes 66, so we need another 132, 264. Is that right? 264 gold. Let's see when that's built what we've got left. I don't think we're going to have enough. No, not enough. There's the 264 we need, and we still got more to build. However, it was only about 12 or 13, wasn't it? Alright, so we need another 400. Ooh. So 264, we are 7 gold short. Okay, so what happens if we disassemble one of those? We get 0.33, so we need 3 of those for 1, and we are, what do we say, 7 short, so we need to lose 21 of those, don't we? It's going to use up absolutely all of our gold. 264. And we have 36 decoys left. Okay, well, I think we're going to have to do it, because I can't think of another way of getting rid of something that has a jump lock. We are leaving him behind slowly, but he's just going to keep on coming, isn't he? Let's go back to our battle bridge, shall we? So, something I was considering, why do the pirates always come out when there's a Havelock around? Well, this is very, very noisy, isn't it? Yeah, I was considering, what if when he's following me like this, he's directly behind me? Pretty much directly behind me. If I could chuck something heavy out, ideally something heavy that will explode, but I'm thinking maybe a drill, a large grid drill, which I've seen, and I have to credit Luca the Guide here off YouTube. If you check him out, Luca the Guide comes up with some interesting stuff. Drills can do an enormous amount of damage if you can get them moving. So in other words, if he just flew into it, it probably wouldn't do any much damage, but if you can propel them. And the form of propulsion, I was thinking, could be a piston. Unfortunately, I don't really have anywhere on the back of my ship at the moment where I could do that. But that's something to bear in mind for the future, is if I could make a hole somewhere, perhaps where the hydrogen thrusters are, and a torpedo launch tube that was big enough to encompass a large grid drill, maybe we could propel it backwards in a straight line straight into him. That might replace using ammo, which, as you know, as I keep repeating, I don't have. Right, let's see. Starboard jump drive incomplete. Why are you incomplete? And where's its starboard jump drive? Shouldn't that be port, or did I misread that? Oh, you're still building. Wow, okay. Thought you'd be done by now. 100 more to go. Wow, these things take a while, don't they? We're getting low on gold. might just switch that off for now. I don't think that's very helpful. Right. Just waiting for that jump drive, because if I can jump and then jump again, we might be able to lose him. Waiting, waiting, waiting. So yeah, this is why I haven't been very successful at getting POIs and therefore ammunition. Because every time I try and pull up at one, something like this happens. Right, so we got 3 there. We need more turrets on here, really, don't we? So let's use the second hotbar, maybe. So starboard jump drive jump. So we'll have starboard jump drive, decrease and increase, and then can't drag that until it's built. Okay, so that can charge, and we have got only one. I only misbuilt one, so we can get rid of that, and there we go. So I'm not unduly panicking about the beep beep beep, simply because we're already going as fast as we can, and we can't go any faster. But that's an invader. Okay. We're very quickly going to run out of ammo at that rate, aren't we? The interior turret's doing a good job there of getting rid of the incoming missiles. And looks like the invader is dead. But there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, back to what we were doing then. So, jump drive, port. Guess we're going to have to put it there. So that's jump, decrease, and increase. Okay, so fully recharged in 5 minutes. Apparently my guns have found something else to entertain themselves with. I would love to have gone and had a look to see if there was any ammo in that invader, but unfortunately, if I did that, I would never get back to my ship. So yeah, that's the other thing, is although this the autocannons fire really, really nicely, and they do carry more ammo, they also get through it very, very quickly. So what have we got magnesium wise? 14. That's going to require 13. So at this rate, pretty much all I can do is run away. Drive, port, Still charging. Just going to do 10-kilometer jump on each one, and I'm kind of waiting for that one to charge because I don't want it to use both jump drives, which it does by default. I think if you press just jump with, you know, both enabled, it'll do both. We are actually losing the Havelock. I don't know what, like, does he have to be in a certain range to be able to lock onto me, or does it not matter? As long as he's locked on, he will come. Okay, so we are fully charged. Let's switch off that one so that it doesn't use it, and let's initiate a jump with that one. We'll keep our speed up. So far, I didn't see any lock on. Oh, there he is. Oh, and that's close. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to jump with that one. Achievable percentage, 100%. Yeah. Let's see if he follows a second time. And he's still there. Okay, let's switch you off again. See if we can jump again. Switch you back on again. Oh, can't do that one. That's that one. Yeah, not charged yet. Can't jump again. The only thing I can try and do is to jump faster than he can, if you know what I mean. So no, although he is a lot further away this time, so I think we might leave it there. Because he's clearly just going to keep on following, isn't he? So, I'm just copying the shape from the other side onto this side. Obviously, we want to have solar panels here. And the Havelock is still there, although getting further away. But now we have a Crimson Tormentor, which is getting further away because we're still doing 100 meters per second, but it's like, really? You know, throw anything else at me, perhaps? I think the Invader did that damage. So yeah, I thought I would just try and match what we've got going on the other side with this lot, and this is all in black. And little things along there. doesn't really perform any function. Like so. And then on the front here, what do we have on the front here? Well, that's the wrong block, isn't it? Take that one out. That should be one of those, I think. And we're going to have to change some of this as well. Right, let's just carry on along there for a minute. So, what have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Those, and then these things. Okay, and then we just continue our slope upwards. And then down the front, what did we do down the front? We just followed you along, okay? So those are probably going to have to come out. Yeah, I think so. There we go. And then the rest is kind of stuff for the drone bay. So on the outside then we got light armor, light armor, light armor. So we fill the gap in between, and then we've got 2 complete rows, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the outside. And then we have to do some piping for the rest of it.
Energy.
So that must be a... it's not going to let me see it. We have to connect those welders up, don't we? So, okay. So these can be welded. And then those come out. we're going to have to bring some piping down there, I think. And what have we got? Oops. Yeah, so those are just welded up and piping comes down from there. That's straightforward enough.
Energy critical.
Where did I put them? Steel in for these.
No
Okay,
energy.
that'll be energy then. Where are we going? Oh, this is quite difficult at this speed. Not easy to navigate at 100 meters per second. You in like that. And what have we got? Why have we got an alarm? Why's my alarm just gone off? What have we detected? Don't see anything. We've got a POI somewhere close, have we? Nope. That was strange. Space Pirate Mayday. I think maybe we just got very close to a Space Pirate Mayday. It's going to turn. Oh, it's already off. And defensive. Yeah. No enemies now, so I think we probably just passed quite close to it. It was enough just to trigger the alert. Right, where was I? Coming in and out all sorts of doors. Yes, down here we were. Right. I didn't do a jump now because if the Havelock is still locked onto me, he's going to follow me and might end up closer. So I'm just going to try and wait for him to break off. Which I'm hoping he'll do soon. Okay, so what did I do next? I think we have maybe one of those. I actually put the other way up. So it's one of those, then a curve, then probably two conveyor, or maybe one conveyor and one curve. Okay. So we want one of those. I think it was two of those. We'll take an extra one just in case. And at least one of those. Ow. Straight into it. Yeah, so... Right, that was a curved one. No, that was a straight one. Then we curve down, so this one is one of those. Then this has to come to that row of welders like that. And then all we have to do is connect that one, which we'll do, that's right, isn't it? Like that. And I think that's just a steel block. Yep. Lovely. Oh, something's spawning in. A few of those. And what did I do at the front there? Those are just half blocks. And okay, so the edges are all the same. Half blocks in the middle, slopey down. Okay. Ow. Alright, so that looks pretty good. I think that's pretty complete. The only thing we have to do now is put some plates under the welders, just to give them some protection. And could possibly have put heavy armor there, but I don't think I did. No, just light armor. And that orientation, okay. Looks about right. Okay, so both sides are matching. I could maybe continue this up, this black outline, sort of continue it up just to make that less sharp, and it would marry into this probably. So I might look at that in the future, but I think for now we're just having both sides the same. That's as good as we can do for now. Our friend back there is not for leaving. I know their aggro range is much further, so I'm rather suspecting that their release range is much further also. And we are not going to be doing anything with this. That's a full block there. This does seem to be the side that takes the most damage. And what have we got? A mutilator and an aggressor. Lovely. We certainly are getting a lot of Reavers. that I can do absolutely nothing about. So guys, I'm open to suggestions. I don't want to put solar panels here, it would be a waste, and they're just going to get damaged again. Open to suggestions what we could use this side for. See, on this side we've got inset solar panels, and it kind of works just the way it is. So any suggestions on what we could maybe put on this side of a similar nature? Because I can't think of anything other than just putting half blocks there, maybe just perhaps in a different color, maybe just blue half blocks to sort of simulate solar panels, or emulate them, or whatever the word is. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think I should do with that side, because I'm out of ideas. Wow, this guy really isn't for giving up, is he? Alright, well, as for this thing, which we were going to get onto, I need to take these plates off, because they will just fall off anyway. And those thrusters are useless, I can't use those. I know we need to take off, I think it's the offensive controller and the move controller. I think that can stay. I've got a basic task in there, but I'm not sure whether that'll work. I think it does. And I put a remote control on it so that I can actually fly it myself. It's not just an autonomous drone. I think the antenna is okay as it is, but we might have to, yeah, in fact that's attached to a thruster, so we're going to have to get rid of that anyway.
Inventory full.
Can't actually see. Can we actually see? No. Okay, let's dump that in here. Oh, that's full speed forwards. It's very slow. Right, that's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. Not a lot left, is there? That's got to go. That was just an armor block, so you can go. Now, if we're putting hydrogen engines in this, we've got to have a hydrogen tank. So it's damaged as well. How did that get damaged down there? Apparently it's not damaged. Sure how these got damaged when they're buried in the ship like that, but apparently they did. So the best place for an oxygen tank would be if I changed this. Can I do that? I think I can. Oh no, because the battery's not connected, is it? battery and the gyro are together. That presents a problem. Well, that's a spare block. That's just taking up space. That's a spare
Energy
block.
low. Inventory full.
Oh, that's heavy armor. Yeah, I think if I make that a conveyor junction and then I put the O2 tank backwards, not the O2, the hydrogen tank backwards from it, then we need to just squeeze everything else in around it. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Let me go get energies. Okay, so I think probably the easiest way, seeing as I can't slow down, he is dropping back but he's still keeping with us. I think what I'm going to have to do is just grind these down. I'll maybe use the gentle grinder, but normally I would just try and move it into a better location. I don't know what that location will be though. I think unfortunately it can't really go at the front. So that would be that block there, which is light armor, strangely. I think if I change that to heavy armor and put the battery in here maybe. So let's empty that and just copy the details and then we'll get rid of that. And that. And then we can't rescue the gyro, unfortunately. So, let's change that into heavy armor. Is that one? And I've lost my color. Okay, so we'll stick the battery in there. I think we're okay with it there because we just had the turret on it, so stick that in there. And I discharge you and recharge you. Hopefully we can save the power. And okay, so we're going to put a hydrogen tank in those two blocks there. Can't disconnect that yet. So what have we got? curved one there. That I don't like putting the thruster right at the front. It makes it very, very exposed. But we don't really have any alternative. I don't see an alternative, at least. So that's that, and then small thruster. Ow. Don't want you to slow me down. Make sure we're going as fast as we can. That's as good as it gets. Right. We are running out of space. So we're going to need a thruster in there. Let me just get some steel and we'll set up these thrusters and then turn them off. So we definitely need one there, we definitely need one there. And we need one at the back, I think, probably. Yeah, I think we can get away with it there. So that's 1, 2, and then the thruster, yeah, that works. Okay, let me turn you off as well. And you're gonna be LG drone. I think that's all we need on you. Okay. This is where it gets complicated. So we're going to have a spare block there. What else do we need? I think the gyro has to be a large grid. Small grid gyro is not gonna be able to turn that much momentum, is it? And then we're gonna need an up thruster. How am I gonna do an up thrust and a down thrust? Okay, I think I might have to think about this a little bit more. I'm happy with the positioning of those thrusters so far. So let's get those built up. They are now switched off at least. Alright guys, this Havelock is not for giving up, and I'm kind of running out of time here, so I think what I'm going to do is give a little bit more thought to this and try and figure out a way of squeezing in the large grid things that we need. As soon as I can get rid of this battery, we'll get a tank in there and change that to a junction. And then I'm going to have to find a way of giving it down thrust and an up thrust. But, oops, loading off. Meanwhile, thank you very much for joining me. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.